Hello, everyone. Just waiting for some people to show up. I have had not the best day. I know I had the day off, like everybody else, unless you're working in real retail or oh hey, happy Friday, Christiana. Hello, Katie. Hello, Steph. Uh, I haven't had the best day, y'all. Happy 4th. I got my wink wink bag that I ordered. It's a travesty. I have to figure out. I can mail it back to them, but have you looked at international shipping? I'm not sure it's worth the mail back, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's already in my this is the longest short weekend ever, or longest short week ever. Yes. Movie theater, fast foods are open. Yeah. Restaurants, retail. I mean, I went down to San Antonio. I went to go sell a bunch of bags. I sold a bunch of bags. It was brutal. Brutal. I sold $500 worth of bags for about $100, and 3 of those bags I used one time, and they were each over $100. But I just bought a bunch of bags, and I am determined to reduce if they're not being used and I don't like them. There's a reason why I only used them one time, because they didn't work out for me, so I just let them go. Let them go. And then um, I picked up, wow, $135 order of barbecue. That's not actually that expensive because barbecue's expensive, y'all. Um, it's something like $20 or something a pound now. So, and when you're planning for foods, each adult normally eats about half pound of meat per person. So yeah, it can get expensive. So anyhow, I did go to Close Mentor in San Antonio. I sold some stuff. Um, Steph says I made myself a taco salad without the taco. That is brilliant. Hey, Pixie. So then I sacrificed some bags I really, really loved. But again, there was a reason why I wasn't using them. The shoulder straps were too short, or they didn't work for whatever reason. So a bunch of them they didn't want. So I took them to a different location, and I had my sister deal with it because Jen was like, "You must come see me." And I'm like, "I just want to go home. I was in so much pain today." The weather. 4 pounds of meat plus sides for 2 people should last us the weekend. Yes. That actually sounds really good, Katie. But yeah, so it was hard to let go of those bags because it's easy, but I know it's kind of like the last ditch clean out I have. Everything else now that I have is kind of more, no, I want this, no, I want this. Some of the bags that ended up being sold today I've had for well over a year. It takes me a long time to let go of things. So it was really hard to let go of things. But it's like, you know what, $100 is better than no dollars, and I was gonna go up to the Disney outlet because right now it's 25% off clearance if you go to the outlet. But my sister said, "Oh, let's go meet up at this other place." And I said, "Okay, let's go." And I knew I shouldn't have gone there. I knew because I knew this bag was there. I knew it was there. I'm like, well, maybe it won't be there. Maybe somebody will have bought it. Hey, Apple Blonde. Okay. I bought a bag I can't afford, and I'm an idiot that did it anyway. I feel so targeted. I feel so incredibly targeted. I told my twin, like, who else is going to buy this other than our generation of kiddos? Because who else has watched The Wizard of Oz of this generation, right? Um, it's just like, it's Judy Garland. I've watched every movie Judy Garland has ever been in, ever. I'm not a huge fan of her daughter, but I'm a huge fan of Judy, okay? And so this was at Hey, Savannah, this was at the Clothes Mentor. You would not believe how much this was on sale for, because I remember how much this was. The witch is not on the back. It just has Dorothy, um, Dorothy and the Tin Man. It's a repeat of the front. So the witch is not here, but they does have the um barn. Does it have Toto? No, it just has the tornado barn. Oh, it doesn't have Toto. How sad. I mean, she's technically holding Toto, so. But guys, at least the monkeys aren't on it. Yeah, yeah, I know, right? This bag was on for sale for $199. And I told you, I just sold a bunch of bags for $100, so I just handed over the $100 from the other store, bought this at that store, and then charged the rest of it like an idiot. But this bag's limited edition. They're not being made anymore because it's how they get you. And this bag was really expensive when it came out. I know, I looked at it. I don't remember if this one was 450 or 550, but it was somewhere in the vicinity of the 4.5s, you know? How many bags did you release? I got rid of two giant, I think at least 15. Four or five of them were brand new. The rest of them were older bags. Radley, a couple Patricia Nash bags, a couple Coach bags. They didn't want the vintage Coach bags. They didn't want the UGG bag, which I was surprised about. They didn't want my Ralph Lauren bag, but they did take. Irony. They did take um Gianni, I can't remember the last name. It's a PU leather bag, and I love that bag, but the shoulders didn't work for me. Hey, just my opinion. Hey, Michael. So anyway, but I did buy just one bag though. I did buy one more thing. So when I was at the store, right there next to the case, was this bag. And this bag, I have been looking at these on Macy's for a while. Um, Yes, good. Oh, I mean, yeah, from a space perspective, per, per perspective, it's a good thing because ideally, I do want my collection to live in just one room, not two rooms. So, and I realize I'm very kitschy. Hey, Marilla, and that I need to be. I just need to realize I have to stop listening to my mom's voice in my head saying to be elegant, you know. Um, so but it's hard because you grow up with the voice in your head saying, "Oh, you should get the nicer things. You should get the fancy things. You should get the luxury things." Um, so Jackie, is it okay to join your other? Oh yeah. You have to join it. You have to become a member. It's a paying thing. You can just join if you. So guys, if you don't have a membership, it's this channel, but it's a membership. So it's not like it's a separate channel. It's just exclusive content that you have. There's two tiers, and it's $2.99 or I think it's $4.99 or $4.99. I think it's or $6, $5.99 or $4.99. I can't remember. It's like I base the price on a cup of coffee or a cup of or a latte per month. That's how it works. So it's through YouTube. You subscribe through YouTube through your Google account or whatever on YouTube, and yeah, you totally. Thank you. Michael, get what you love. Don't worry about anyone else. See, Pixie, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to really, um, um, I really am trying to just like buy what I love and not what I think I should love. Um, the link is here, but it isn't there, Michael. If you're using an Apple product, Google and YouTube is owned by Google, so they don't like each other. You have to go to a web page through the web interface through YouTube. Go to my channel, and you can just join that way. It's a little harder if you have an Apple device, which everybody does. Even if you technically lost money letting them go free up space, mentally, energy. Yes, Steph, that's what I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this as mental energy. Yeah. So yeah, so Michael, there should be a join button right there for membership on my page. There should be join membership. You just hit the join and it should work. So this is a Sam Edelman bag. And I've been looking at these because I really like the feel of this. Oh, I didn't know I liked the feel till I felt this. Right. I love how this is woven. This is a really cool, neat bag. I was very surprised. So it has a woven, puffy texture, straps underneath, and underneath it is just, the regular nylon. And it's just, it's just the whole thing's nylon. There's nothing super fancy about this, but I've seen these around and I really like Sam Edelman, but I don't like PU leather, and some of the bags, so most of their bags are PU, but this is all nylon. So this one had to come home with me. And then I was looking at my twin. I'm like, Jennifer, I'm going home. I'm tired. Hey, Tara. Hi. Definitely. Can we see the? Oh yeah, see the inside of this one? Yeah. So this is really very cool. And it was $16. So I took the bite. It's just a plain interior, but there's a slip and a zip, and two slips and a zip, and it has a zipper up here. It doesn't. There is a little bit of PU trim, but that's not going to bother me too much. And it has, a crossbody, so you can take the little ring here. It's really cute, and of course, I have some Disney pins that are perfect for this bag, which is why as soon as I saw it, this one had to come. Hey, Simply Lady M. Hi, I loved your video on your trade, and I cannot believe you let go of a tabby. I mean, I know you got a tabby backpack. If y'all haven't seen Simply Lady M, her and Jolie did a trade, and Lady M got the wallet and the backpack from Jolie, and I was with Jolie when she bought that wallet. I text Jolie after I watched that video and I said, "Girl, you love that wallet," but she's doing what I'm doing. She's trying to be more mindful of her things, so she bought a new wallet. So she says it's the same one as that one, so it might as well have gone with the bag. So anyway, selling my mint and surf 30. Oh my gosh, Erin. You're not. Guys, if you want the Rogue 39 Mint and Surf Edition, which is stunning, it originally retailed for $1,200. How much are you selling that for, Erin? Erin's bags are pristine. She is a she turns over her bags pretty regularly, but she takes care of them because she has a smaller rotation, so she rotates them in and out, not like me who keeps them for like, I don't know, years without using them. Hi Frank. Oh, Dream. Hi, Dream. Yeah, so Erin's selling it for $1,200, and it's definitely worth it. If you guys have seen the Rogue 39 Mitten Surf, yeah, it's a beautiful bag. I had that bag. It's a few bags I regret selling in my life, but some things change. I'm not going to go backwards. So anyway, I watched a few videos today. Not too many. So I have this cute little bag. And then I have my Marc Jacobs. I'm becoming a real Marc Jacobs collector. It seems like, well, not just collector, user. I'm a user. I like. Yay! So, just my opinion. Michael is now a member. Thank you. Memberships are cool. So when I do a members live, Michael, you'll get a special notification. Well, I think everybody gets a notification, but members get the notification that a members live is happening. And I normally do those once a week, and they're a little shorter, they're a little bit more quick, but they're a lot more candid. Things that YouTube, whatever. So, but we try to keep it as friendly as we can on this channel because YouTube, whatever. So anyhow, I don't know if did I go live yesterday? I can't remember my days for my weeks and my different. Oh, yes, I did go live yesterday. I did a members exclusive yesterday. And I did get a bag. Where did I put that bag? Because I need to show it to you. It's my first one ever Here it is. I put it in the wrong dust bag because I didn't have a dust bag. I need to get a dust bag for it. So this is an exclusive. Well, this was an exclusive unboxing. This is just a reveal now. So on my members, yesterday's members video was an unboxing of this. It was super quick because I wanted Saya to see it, but Saya he was on a short time frame, so it story time didn't happen. This might be the last thing I purchased from Vestiaire Collective. Most of the things I buy, thank you, Michael. Most of the things I buy from Vestiaire Collective are from Europe. This one was from Italy, right? Well, I was looking on there. This bag is really pretty. This is a very beautiful bag. This is a Burberry vintage bag. It has some cracking on the glazing. So because of the cracking on the glazing, when they did the inspection, they were like, "Hey, this was listed as excellent condition." Well, in the land of pre-loved, you really can't use the word excellent condition because people take umbrage to that. There's some flaws on this bag. So, and it wasn't listed. And Vestiaire is very good about saying, hey, there's this, and this. Do you still want this bag? And I said, yes, because I got this bag before, what was your first ever LV bag? I'll get back to that, Jeanette. I'll get back to that, I promise. This was before the tariff things. So Craig had found me a bag on Vestiaire, and the bag happens to be in France, and I went to go see if I could maybe buy it. The taxes and tariff on it was $165. It wasn't even that very expensive of a bag. I'm like, oh heck no. I am not. Katie says I was looking at the sales of Stony Clover and MC Wallace put things in the cart. It's in the end I passed. Yeah, I looked at 2 a.m. in the morning. I was on MC Wallace too. Jennifer Ashford and I were talking. She's like, "Why are you awake at 1 a.m.?" I'm like, "Oh, this happens to me all the time. This is when I'm at my most dangerous, my least amount of impulse control." But let me go back to Jeanette's question. My very, very first LV bag ever, I purchased for my cousin. I didn't buy it for myself. I was 24, 23, and I bought it. It was the Pochette accessories, and I bought it for my cousin. I was going to Thailand, and I stayed with her family for a good 2 weeks, and then I stayed with my mom for the next 4 weeks. It was my last trip, my last huge trip to Thailand, and that was my very first time I purchased a brand new. I got from the Saks Fifth Avenue, little kiosk store in San Antonio with for my LV. But the first Louis Vuitton thing I ever owned was actually, I have it still. It's in my room. It's called the Phoenix. It's a different bag. They don't make it anymore. But anyway, I saw Craig. Yay, Craig! He said he was going to be lurking, but apparently lurking turned into chatting. Um, I can't believe you didn't let me know it came in. Told you! Craig, I told you I went live yesterday. It was a members only live. I thought you went and watched it. Oh my God, this came in yesterday. Yesterday. I went members live and I showed it on a members live. That's the whole point of this exclusive bag there, was because of this bag came in yesterday. Yeah, look how beautiful this is. Yep. It's absolutely gorgeous. It has a black interior. The way it opens up is it just snaps. Well, it was really in the front. It was very fast. It wasn't as talky as I normally am because I was trying to rush so that Saya could see it. But let me show you the inside. So the inside is just a black hole. It has that, you can see how it has that kind of like a taffeta fabric in there. You can see how with the grain of it flashing. But it has this really fabulous Knight logo. This is my favorite logo that Burberry's ever done. I like the Knight logo. I will I mean, guys, as much as we want to deny it, the 4th of July is Independence Day for a reason. We're independent from, as We're no longer colonists, you know? But we still grow up with the myth and the lore of old English tales and knights in shining armor, and we've all heard of King Arthur, and we all had those fairy tales. So I like the knight logo. It's what I like about the Burberry brand. If they get rid of the knight logo, I'm like, I'm not really. It's hard for me to go for the plaid because the plaid is just it's so very hot here. It's so very humid and hot here. It's really hard to look at the plaid and say, "Oh, let's buy that plaid, that beautiful plaid cashmere scarf." It's just no. I fell down the stairs yesterday, so I was a bit. Oh, you did not tell me that. I knew it was an off day. I didn't know it was that of an off day. Um, yeah. So I'm learning to embrace my love of cartoons, pop culture, Labubu. Like I like Disney. I like Labubu. I like The Wizard of Oz. I mean this is the other thing I got that I showed in my members' lives. Um is this is a another holy grail type of bag I didn't think I'd ever get because this is a pass holder exclusive. What does that mean? That means you have to, these are only in the parks and you can only get them if you have an annual pass and they do check. But if this goes to the outlet, and sometimes these things end up at the character warehouse, um, you can get them as a non-pass holder. This is the mini Barlow. This thing is epic. Epic. So cute. It is so freaking adorable. This is kind of what made me decide I need to let go of bags because this is what I really want is Disney cuteness, is cartoonness. Maybe in 10 years when I'm 55 I'll change my mind. But right now at 45, this is where I'm at. Maybe when I'm 55 I'm going to be like, "Yeah, why did I buy all those cartoon bags?" I might be over it. I highly doubt it, but because I have been into Disney since I was a child, and the only reason I stopped being into Disney, um, as much as I am now, outwardly, I mean, I've always been a Disney fanatic, but I wasn't expressive with the hats and the clothes because my father disapproved of cartoons. So he always made fun of me, and when I say made fun of me, made comments like, "When are you gonna grow up, Jackie? Are you gonna still keep wearing that? Are you sure you still want that?" And he just didn't like me in the cartoon clothing, which is funny. Um, Jack, that never going to happen. You're gonna love Disney forever. I think so, Jen. I think so. But but it's funny because Dad always used to wear Looney Tune ties and funny ties because he was a teacher in the high school, so he always wore things to engage his kids with. But he wanted us to be like, I don't know, sophisticated young women. I don't know. I was a little bit of the black sheep. Okay. Um, you won't change your mind. I don't think I will because I have a James. And my James, he loves Disney more than I do. I know it looks like I do because I have all the merchandise and I wear all the clothes. But yeah, no, it wasn't me who said, let's go buy a timeshare and take a mortgage on our house to do it. No, no, that was all him. So let me see what that's adorable. Let me tell you what I came to realize this morning. All of the bags I have, and I have a lot. I counted over 30 bags I haven't touched in over 2 years, and I realized if I have so many, I can't use them, then so what? So yeah, I love them. I love them too. I can't use them and I love them. I look at these as art. I really do. Even if I can't use them, I love them. So less bags, I'm done and committing to less bags. They've got to. No. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, fine. You need to make them fit in the space you have because you have a great space for them. And if that means fewer bags, that's what it means. So how is James feeling? James is tired. James is very tired. He's gonna check another rapid test to see how he is because he's also tired of sleeping in the second bedroom, guys. She said it reminded her that all she can no longer do. Oh yeah, that's true. That's fair. I mean, that's fair. Um, and Jen, I tried to text you today. It came back as undelivered. Jennifer's phone hates me. Craig, I was thinking about you. I have no idea what happened. Craig, I have been in the mindset for years, says Sarah. Yeah. Jeanette says, everyone praying for Josh. Yeah, Candy's husband has surgery today at 6 a.m. I haven't heard if he's been out of surgery yet, but who knows? It was a complicated surgery. It was definitely, I mean, the kind that involved a cardiologist. So let me check real quick on her Facebook to see if there's an update from Candy. Oh no! Hey Jen, do me a huge favor. Will you call Leslie? She just called me. Leslie Baskerville. Um, I have no idea why she called me, but there's flooding up in San Antonio. We're okay, but Candy. There we go. Let's take a look and see. So I don't think she's posted anything. She hasn't posted anything since she posted that surgery was this morning at 6:30. So no updates yet on Candy and her husband. But she's on Facebook too. So Candy is Candy Sweet Love for LV. She's a reseller. Her husband is going through some heart surgery and it's public. So, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. My husband just sent me this very cute photo. I have to share it. This is Miss Wednesday. Miss Wednesday being very adorable. I think they're tired of living in this, being in this little room with him. I totally miss them. I'm like, I'm not happy with this situation. I'm like, I really want you back in our room. I don't like being by myself. Take your test. I mean, he's gonna have to go work on Monday anyway. So I'm like, I'm okay. I didn't get it, while on the holiday. Okay, I'll call. Yeah, right on the 4th. Cardiologist. Dad. Katie says my dad had 2 bypass surgeries. One on 54 and the second at 70. He built a 90-foot fence 6 months after his. Wow. Oh my God, children. Yes. Aren't they the best? Hmm? James tired today. But I offered to drive him down to San Antonio just to sit in the car, just to get out of the house. He did not want to get out of the house. He absolutely did not want to get out of the house. So I'm like, okay. So we'll do a swab test. Um, um, Then I lived another 26 or 27 years. Yes. So yeah, I mean, heart surgery is absolutely life-saving, of course. I mean, it's just dicey because you never know how people are gonna respond to it and as much as you can do, you never know till you get in there. But he has some youth on his side. He's younger. He's not, you know, so he's healthy. I mean, other than his heart, and he didn't. I don't know if he went in there because I think they just went in for a routine thing because his father had just passed from a heart complication. So as these things happen, people normally go get checked out when you lose a family member. So I'm assuming that's what happened, and they found out. Oh, by the way, your markers and your tests, we got to do something. So anyway, yeah. So I'm trying to do bags where I love them so much I don't want to get out of them because I am in this is probably the best, most Jackie bag I've ever had in my life. And I have a lot of bags, but it's a hobo. I do have to make myself get out of it though, because I've put too many things in here already. This is the problem I have with these bags. Um, so it's just one of those. You know what I should do? I'm gonna move my things right into that little Sam Edelman bag, and I'll show you what I have in here. So I have a receipt. So this was a sale. So I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags to Clothes Mentor, and another 10 are in the other store. So I sold. I'm sad I sold that Coach, the Bernini, the Patricia Nash, the Bradley of London, a small Coach Soho, a Coach crossbody. That one was a really expensive bag too. And then a blue bag that was brandless but made in Italy, and then my Consuela bag that I spent well over $200 for just that one bag. But I wasn't carrying it, and I'd rather somebody use it. And it's Consuela is very popular down here because she's out of Austin. So anyhow, I'm gonna move into my other bag. So in here, what do I have? I have my eyeglass, what do you call it? Sunglasses. I have some charging cables because who doesn't have charging cables in their bag? I do. Question to you and everyone, what is the brand that you don't have in your collection and won't get? I'm always curious, says Tara. Brighton. And I would say Brahmin, but I actually own 2 Brahmins, but I don't think I'll buy any more Brahmins. But I don't have any Brighton, and I just can't get over the Brighton look. I love some of their totes, their fabric totes, shopping totes, but their bags, Brighton is not my brand. I can't do it. I love Calvin Klein, but it's all PU. If Calvin Klein came out with leather again, I'd be there. I love their designs. Even Donna Karan, love her designs. I don't trust what they're made out of. Um, some money is better than no money when you're not using it. Yes, that's what I agree with, Pixie. Thank you, Craig. And Craig, Tara, I don't have any Gucci. Have had, yeah. The Gucci doesn't work for Craig at all. I love Gucci, but I'm not sure I'm gonna love Gucci. I'm just going through my bag of things. This is my work phone. My work phone has a very cool Disney castle on it because why not? Um, Power brick, because again, who doesn't travel with a power brick? This is what I'm telling you. Too many things go in my bag. Um, so this is my other bag of things: lipsticks, perfume. That's what's in there. This is cleaning eyeglass kit, and my wallet, and my 2 sets of keys. So that's what's in here. So this is how I'm saying too many things were in here. It was too heavy. And that's also why I separate my work stuff from my because it's just the way it is. Tara, I only have an LV bag, about 3 SLGs. Interesting. Tara, what about you? What brand would you not buy? Because you have an amazing guys. If you guys don't know, it's Tara's Boutique. She has an amazing channel, and she's on Instagram. If you don't follow her, I'm assuming you do, but go follow her. I found that the bigger the bag I carry, the more junk I carry. That's my problem, Shy. So that's why I change out all the time. Because if I stay in anything, I put too many things in there. And then I feel like, oh, I have to have this. And the next thing I know, I'm carrying a water bottle, and then an extra water bottle, and a soda. Because I might need a soda. I might need a bottle of ice. I'm just carrying all this stuff. And I'm like, no, Jackie, no. Steph, agree with Brahmin. One of them almost got me the year on sale at Dillard's, but I know they don't hold up. Yes, so the thing about Brahmin is they're beautiful bags. But the coating they use on them will chip if you don't have them, if you're not like super perfectly pristine in how you carry things. I'm too clumsy for that. I walk on the walls, my bags hit the walls, the corners hit things. Pixie, I don't think I'll ever buy a luxury brand. Just can't get past the price. Someday, maybe an LV, nothing more than that. Thing is, I grew up with luxury bags. My mother always had them, and my mother still to this day says you should get luxury bags before you get anything else. Because my mom is one of those people that carries the same bag for years and years and years. She has many of them. They're all in perfect condition. They're pristine. She's one of those very careful with her belongings person. I am a typical rich kid who grew up with too much privilege and didn't really take care of my things because I didn't have to. My mother was not that rich kid, so she takes great care of all of her things. And so I always grew up with designer things. And my mother always said, get the designer thing. I am the one that rebelled against the designer thing. And of course, here's the thing. luxury is subjective. I view Junie and Burke and Coach as luxury bags because they're leather, they're expensive. In my opinion, I think they're expensive. They're designer. They're designed by Coach, um, and they're beautiful items, right? So I think they're luxury bags. I know there's a whole contingency of people who say, no, no, it's not luxury. Luxury just means old world European or something. Because honestly, luxury is just a taxing category. It just says this is not a luxury good. You got to pay more for it. Where I think I like Michael Kors, Kate Spade, and Coach. I think those are luxury brands because if you go into places like Belk's or um, Bell's, some of the other types of department stores that are smaller department stores, even the larger department stores, those are the higher end brands of bags. It isn't until you get into Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue, where you're gonna get the Louis Vuittons and even then it's gonna be like or Chanel, so Neiman Marcus has Chanel, Louis, some of those other high-end brands, but in general, you're gonna get the highest end luxury in most American department stores is Coach. Yeah, so it's Coach and stuff. So this is gonna be tomorrow's bag. I think the strap is a little too short for me as a crossbody, but as a top shoulder bag, it's gonna be fine. This is fabulous with stuff in it. Everything I just took out of that bag fits in here. Um, but I think spending $500 on a bag is luxury. It is. It affects my bottom dollar. It absolutely affects. Like I can sit here and complain about how much money I've spent because I have, but at the end of the day, I did not need this bag I bought today. I did not need it. I wanted it desperately. I wanted it when it first came out, but it was so very expensive. I think, in my opinion, Marc Jacobs is expensive to buy, which is why I only buy him on sale. And it's like, yeah. So Craig says anything you don't need to function in life is wait. Okay. It's luxury period. You can throw your things in a Walmart bag. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Katie says my luxury collection is rather small. One bag from LV, two or three if you count the Felice Pochette accessories, and then 10 to 12 SLGs, LV, Gucci, Hermes, Chanel. I think I have a really extensive luxury collection, to be honest. I really do. I think it's a very amazing privilege, I think, to have the vintage LV I have, the Chanel and the Gucci that I have. I mean, those are high-end luxury brands that are, I mean, they're expensive. They're like $3,000. When you're looking at a month's gross income or a month net income, that's a lot of money. Most of those bags are cost more than my wedding ring did. So yeah. And I think I'm very, very happy and very privileged to have them. I'm not remotely knocking it. Um, like I have my Celine collection. I think it's stellar, by the way. I have an amazing Celine collection. I need to do that video. Um, oh yeah, plus a Burberry Boston bag style. I really want the Boston bag, Burberry bag, yes. 20 years ago. That's a treasure, Katie. Jeanette has the Marc Jacobs bag. Pixie says, I would like a Marc Jacobs tote. Yes. Um, Dee says, just saying hi and bye, working till 11. Stay safe, Dee. She works in the medical, so 4th of July. I have one medium-sized slate green MJ tote that I might sell. Katie says I spent around $10K on all the other course over 18 months. Yeah, I've spent a lot of money. You didn't miss much, Jen. We're just talking about what bags would you not buy, and what brand of bag would you not buy, and what is considered luxury. I consider Coach luxury. I consider Dooney, Coach. Oh, MC Wallace. I'm not sure how I feel about MC Wallace as luxury. PLG and Vera. Yeah. Because to me, MC Wallace, I have a hard time with that brand because it's nylon and it's pretty, but why is it so expensive? I mean, they're really expensive. You know, the sale's good, but that's because they discontinued the colorway. You know, I'm not an MC Wallace into it. Yeah, I love a nylon bag. That's the point I was trying to make earlier. We overconsume. So how much do we truly love something if the moment we buy it, we don't, yeah, next the next chase. I think we love the chase more than the actual bags. Yes, it's hunter gatherer primal primitive parts of our brains. I really do think it's the hunt. It's the same reason why people who love to gamble. It's the same reason like Winnie BLV loves to buy and sell. I am that person that loves to acquire. Jennifer, my twin, loves the hunt of the thrift. She loves to find that one thing in the thrift store that is the gem in the haystack. I don't have the ability or mentality to sit there and sift through the haystack. My sister thrives on it. Pixie says it's lightweight. That's what I'm after. Yeah, try the Sam Edelman nylon. Jen says, I have gotten more bags this year than the last 10. Yes, that's because you're hanging out with me now. And yeah, well, I am a bad influence. A friend of mine texted me today and showed me that she also got the Vera Bradley Wicked bag from Dillard's because it's such a good deal, the Vera Bradley one. Oh, if you guys have not seen this one is was on sale. I'm not sure if it still is at dillards.com for $41. This is the Wicked collab Vera Bradley bag. This is a fabulous bag. Now, would I spend the $115 list? No. Would I spend the 41? Yes, all day long. All day long and then some. That's a great bag for $41. Um, I love, Jen says, I love chasing clothing. It's the hunt. Shai says, that's so true. Tara says, nylon Dooney bags are amazing and great price. I love nylon Dooney bags. Yes. But even there's nylon and then there's nylon. This is one of the nylon Dooney bags I have, a little cosmetic pouch. I love this, but this is a thicker nylon. They have a shinier nylon that is even more lightweight. That's really nice. And I also like their canvas, their regular Italian canvas or whatever. Yes, I do. I love clothing so much. Jennifer adores clothing. Katie says, I don't have the patience to hunt so hard. I find a plus size clothing in the thrift stores. That's in my aesthetic. Yeah. I did look at those Wicked Veras. Yes. The Glenda's not so cute. It's the orange and the pink. It just is not cool. Tara says, wow, love it. I used to get a lot of Vera, but now not as much anymore. Yes, because the rebranding, oh my God, what they did to their own brand, why throttled themselves. They changed out the hardware. They made it cheaper. They took away what I loved about it, a lot of the functionality and versatility in the pockets and they took away the archival patterns, and then they said, "Oh, it's new and modern." Like, no, you're not. Give me back my paisley. I like geometric prints more than florals. And I'm just like, what did you change other than making the hardware cheaper? You know, and it cost more. I used to get a lot of Vera now. Yeah. So, hey, Pixie, you have anything in Marc Jacobs? Jeanette, nothing in Marc Jacobs. So I like Marc Jacobs, but he has definitely a big breadth of styles. Craig says, I bought 3 bags this week, but I also bought 24 pairs of shoes. I love shoes. I need help. Okay, Craig, I did not know your shoes were more than your bags. That's you and Jen, I swear. Well, Jen's gotten off her shoe obsession as much but if she can find a good pair of Birkenstocks, she's down. She's buying those shoes. Katie says, one time I went thrifting with a boyfriend and he picked something out for me. It turned out to be something I once had and donated. The actual item I donated. Oh my gosh. The likelihood, Katie. Jenny loves shoes. Yes. I probably love shoes more than I love bags, guys, but my feet prevent me. I have over 100 pair of shoes I have 50 pair in my closet. And then there's stuff around and then there's just stuff I actually wear. I love shoes, but my feet don't let me love shoes. That would be an interested in mine. Jeanette have Jackie hook us up with a chat. I've gotten to the point now I'm buying shoes I already have and have forgotten I need therapy. Well, that's because you're afraid they're gonna disappear because as we all know, well-made anything is disappearing. Steph says I have a ridiculous amount of shoes that have never been worn, mostly because I buy things for a life that I don't live. Yes, that's why I had to stop going to Portland leather goods. Not Portland leather goods, whatever. DSW shoes. I used to go hang out at DSW shoes just to go look at their clearance rack, and I would pick up the most random shoes, never wear them. I used to go to the Nordstrom's rack, but with my twin, right? She would go looking for clothes, I'd be into shoes, and I picked up the most random shoes, never wore them, you know? I don't share my shoes on YouTube because I'm afraid it will get out of control. There's a huge contingency of people who are shoe fanatics, especially sneakers. I did not know this. Hey, Angela, I had no idea that there is this huge luxury shoe thing. Um, and men are huge collectors of athleisure shoes. But the thing is, those shoes don't last long. They're not leather, you know, and even if they have leather components, the majority of it is not leather. And I'm like, those are gonna just my friend bought her husband a pair of some super, I don't know, limited edition blah blah shoes. They were $500. I looked at her like, what? But I can't judge. I can't judge. I buy a $500 bag. So, you know, I'm working on cataloging my shoes and clothes now. Like I have my bags, taking pics and putting them in boxes. Oh wow, that's so cool. That's gonna be awesome. I don't do luxury sneakers. I was watching 5 Foot Nothing's video today. She had a really good video today. She would just have a mildly ranty, talky video, but in her video, she was talking about this concept called lazy luxury, which is very similar to quiet luxury. It's the looking effortlessly chic without much thought. And it's to me, it's just another. And her conclusion is the same too. It's more of a marketing gimmick more than anything. But she was saying, I went buy the ballerina flats out of Chanel, and she loves Chanel, y'all. But she goes, the shoes that look like the Chanel flats out of Target are so comfortable, and they're. Why would you want to spend all the other money for the Chanel shoe? Um, Bubba Landa says the glue of those sneakers will separate. Yeah, right. Baby. Oh my goodness, I have babies over here. Hey, I miss you. Yeah, I miss you. Hi. Yes. Is this your itchy spot? So I have Pugsley right here. And Miss Wednesday just walked out over there. She has to go see Dad. Yeah. Have you done your rapid test? Not yet. Okay. So, huh? I wanted to wait. Give it as much time as I could. So the thing about luxury shoes too is that designer shoes tend to be narrow, more narrow, the sizing. Same as with designer clothing. The sizing's a little bit differently. Designer shoes don't fit me. I'd love to have a pair, but no. Well, I guess I do have some. I mean, I have some coat sneakers, and I have Lacoste, and I did have some Michael Kors, but I don't have anything like Gucci or Dior or anything like that. Um, Craig says, I noticed this week on TikTok, Americans just buying and buying and making videos simultaneously about our country burning down and then consuming based country. We're gonna shop no matter what. That's funny. Katie says, I need sneakers that will last through a mile of walking different environments and be okay with getting dirty. Yes. Um, Steph says, Craig, I feel like people buy even more when stuff is. I am guilty of this. I am absolutely guilty of this. The more stressed I am, the more the world is gonna implode, the more I spend money I don't got. It's not healthy. Jen says, Keen is my favorite for walking on water shoes. Yes, she likes Keen shoes. I think her husband does too. Andy's feet are kind of like Craig's. They like flat shoes. I always laugh at Andy because he has like duck feet because they're just flat feet. Jeanette says, "Cat's demanding your attention." Brian, hello, Brian. I'm looking for a Terry Mugler bag from the 90s. It's hard to find Terry Mugler. Many of them are made out of bad materials. Yep, I think it's good conceptual ones are more desirable in time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like Mugler fashion. Whenever I see Cassie, whenever she's in buys anything from Terry Mugler, it's so cool. His fashion is really neat. I love New Balance sneakers. My favorite. Oh, New Balance is great shoe. I like New Balance. Brooks are good shoes. James, where are the shoes you're wearing? Under Armour? He wears Under Armour shoes, and I think he has a Brooks. What an amazing time to here with all of you lovely people. I got to go. Oh, thank you, Tara. Have an amazing 4th of July, everybody. Hookahs is my favorite sneaker, says Jen. Tara has a really fun channel. I follow her more on Instagram more than I do on her YouTube. But anyway, I also watched Dee Dee Bean's video today on her Louis Vuitton collection, and it's very funny. I remember when she bought her very first Louis Vuitton bag, and it was the Eclipse, and we went and had lunch that right after she bought that. So she brought that with her, and she said this is gonna be her only Louis Vuitton bag, and like, of course. And you know what's like once you get one. Now look at how many Louis Vuitton bags she has. It's quite a collection, y'all. Um, Steph says Loewe shoes aren't narrow. Many of them are designed. Oh, that's amazing. I had no idea about that, Steph. So you can spread your toes out, funky looking but comfortable. That's good. Craig says no. Yes, it's Under Armour and Brooks. Under Armour and Brooks. The babies are so cute. I miss them. I don't like being in my room myself. I did not know that about Loewe, but I've never actually been in a Loewe store. I've seen Loewe in Neiman Marcus, in their little kiosk, but I've never been in a store that had their shoes. I watch it too. She's a hoot. I still have to go back and comment. Yeah, right? It was so funny. She was like, oh yeah. When she bought that first bag, she was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the only one I ever buy, and I love this bag." And now, now she has a puzzle bag, a Louis Vuitton puzzle bag. She has all those Louis Vuitton bags. I'm pretty sure she's gonna end up with a Carolina Herrera bag soon. I think she might actually already have one because her friend, not Yoshia, but the why am I blanking? Laura from the Kamachica really likes Carolina Herrera. So Loewe makes excellent shoes, especially sneakers. I'll have to keep an open mind about the Loewe shoes. That's interesting. Well, while we're sitting here, I'm going to take my medication. What's today's Friday? Today's Friday. Where did this needs to go back over here. This hat was up here so I don't lose it. And I absolutely love my Snoopy wallet, y'all. If I thought the quilted one was good, that Snoopy wallet in the smooth leather is awesome. It's so easy to hold. I haven't actually showed James yet. I'm waiting for him to feel better and maybe talk about, hey, would you like to switch into this wallet? Because I think he'll love it. But, you never know. You never know. He might not love it. So, yeah, I'm trying to be more circumspect with my purchases because I have been so fortunate this month to have found all these amazing gems that I didn't have money for, and I bought them anyway. And you're gonna hear this a lot. Oh, by the way, all of my videos for the month of July and the month of August are already scheduled. I have already posted them. They're ready to go. I have 2 months worth of content already filmed. I'm very proud of me. Um, so I don't like to film out too far in advance, but it just so happened, and there's still a bunch of stuff I haven't even filmed. Things I got that I haven't filmed yet. I'm gonna try to do more reviews. I don't think I can do collections. That was a nightmare. I think what I can do is groupings because I want to do a coach video on my favorite coach satchels and compare the Ruby to the Rowan to the Ace. That's going to be one of the videos I want to do. Craig, that's a nice Rogue. Designer shoes. I love Coach and Valentino, says Marilla. I do like Coach shoes a lot too. I like Coach shoes. Uh, you sound like me. I didn't have the money to buy, but I didn't. Oh yeah, girl. I am literally the example of what not to do. I am literally the example of what not to do. Um, I am not your financial advisor. A financial advisor would look at what we've done and cry. You know, that I am not how you make it to retirement with wealth. I am how you make it month by month, barely with your paycheck. That's where I'm at in life, guys. Um, on the opposite, my husband is out of town and I'm thanking my stars I have the bedroom to myself. No snoring, no flipping around. I can play my music. I wish it. Oh my gosh, that's me though. I am the one that makes all the sounds and flip around, and James is the one that sleeps like a silent person. And I want the pugs to be snoring. I'm like, where are the pugs? Why is it so quiet in here? You know, I'm trying to be more intentional with my purchases. Says the person who just bought a Labubus are awesome. I I am waiting for the Labubu crate to die down some so I can go back and get my the macaroon set. I still don't have all the ones I want. And did you guys see the Marc Jacobs um Instagram video reel where he was opening the Into Energy set, him and his spouse? I believe that was his spouse. It was so funny because they don't really know what Labubu is. They don't know the height. They don't know the how they're sold. They don't know anything. Somebody that sourced those things for them because they want the gray one, the Into Energy gray one, which is the secret one. And they opened 2 sets and it was hilarious. It was so much fun to watch them open those Labubus. They did not know. They didn't know. Just go buy the gray Labubu, you know? Um, I don't mind it when my cat Sophia snores. I think it's cute when animals do it, especially my pugs. Jen says I'm trying not to buy a dress in Lala because I have discovered it in the last year and working and not buying a new brand is brand new too. Yeah, that's true. Jennifer's always bought brand new things. She's always been we always grew up shopping at a dress store, a shoe store, a furniture store, at a mall. We didn't even know discount stores existed, honestly. When we were with our mother, we would go to Thailand markets and stuff, and that's different. But in America, we always went to the Base Exchange, or we went to Woolworth or Montgomery Ward's or Sears. We didn't know that you could go to discount or thrift. My father despised thrifting, hated it. So he hates shopping. He did mail order catalogs, so he didn't have to even go to a store. Um, yeah, so Jennifer's just learning about pre-loved, and mainly because her kids are expensive, y'all. I do love having my room to myself too. I sleep a bit more for sure. Yeah, Shai says, please explain the Labubus. I don't understand or know about them. So Labubu wasn't created by a dude. He's Chinese ethnic ethnic wise, he's Chinese, I believe, but he was raised and lived in the Netherlands and I think even further north. So he based the monsters on Nordic mythology, and it's basically kind of think of the Smurfs, which is also the same type of mythology. Smurfs have a little Smurf dudes, and it's all the dudes and one girl. Well, Labubu is all girls with one dude. So Labubus are all women except for Zamomo. Zamomo is the one man, and they're mischievous little monsters are called the monsters. The name is Labubu, and they just they get into trouble. They're mischievous, cute monsters who mean well, who find mischief. And it was started out as a literary book, and then it's been around apparently since 2015, 2014, and it's just a thing that's been very popular in Asia. And then a Korean pop star put it on her bag, and then the West found out because K-pop is a huge thing. So it's become a huge thing here. I went ahead and bought a big into energy one after it resides in my head for a month, spent $80, but I got it locally. That's awesome. That's not that bad because there's 65 lists. To get it 80 is not that much over list. Jen says, and I should not get a free people $200 hoodie. Like, I want to get the hoodie. There's a hoodie from the TikTok kind of company, I guess. It's called Comfort. It looks really neat. It's like an oversized hoodie. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so it's just a craze. It's just a craze. It's very big in Asia. And it just kind of blended. It kind of just came over here, and because of the pop culture phenomenon, the blind box item into it, people. So, and when they sell the set, so you can buy an individual blind box or the whole set. When you buy the whole set, there's a 172 chance that in that set you'll have a secret. That's what pushed this into craze. So people who just want one, it's all random, right? But there's only so many colors in the set, so people will keep buying the whole set of boxes to get that one secret, and then they had all these extras, so you get them all over the pre-love market. It's kind of a fake scarcity. There is an honest scarcity, but it's not. It's because people are over consuming, so they can get the rare one, not so much that they wanted to have 15 sets, you know. I love Labubu, but all I see is that dang book character. It's from the Wild Things, but it's not based on the Wild Things. Yeah, it's not that, but it's very, very similar in appearance. I've been fighting off the Labubu craze, but I do really like the new ones with the pink and yellow mix fur. Yeah, that's the new Into Energy version. Katie says, Jen, I bought a $200 sweatshirt from Annie Bing and a Reeboks collab. Her models are skinny, but the sweatshirt are sneak. Okay, so plus. Jen says, I love a comfort hoodie. Don't do it, Jack. You have a comfort hoodie? Wait a minute. I have a comfort hoodie. Don't. Okay, really? Okay, then I won't do it. Hey, Jolie's here. Jen says it's great. It's just pricey for a hoodie. Get the 2XL. The XL is not as big as. Oh, and you won't like it. Okay, thank you, Jen. Thank you for saving me money because I have been obsessing over buying one of those stupid comfort hoodies. Do you know how many I have told myself over and over again when I walk into the Disney store, Jackie, you do not need any more sweatshirts. You do not need any more sweatshirts, sweaters, or hoodies. I don't. And then, oh, look at that Disney hoodie on sale. I have to have every time. Every time. Katie says I bought spent $200 and did it again on another color, and we're in the in the extra large. Yeah, we love what we love. Okay, where's the flooding that is so the thing that's flooding is I believe in Bear County, which is the county where Jennifer resides in. We were just down there, and yes, the rain is nuts, but we are not in the flood area. Um, our friends who live even further west, they have flooding too. In Comfort, Texas, they have some flooding happening over there. So flooding in Texas is very common because we don't have the flooding is pretty bad, but not it's not where Jenny is. Where Jenny lives, the flooding would have to be Noah's Ark proportions. But there's a lot of San Antonio that is much lower. It can be very dangerous out here, especially because it's the 4th of July. People have gone camping. Never think it's good to camp next to a dry bed creek in Texas ever, because if there is flash flooding, which we do have, the water comes down too fast and can't absorb into the ground, so it just kind of runs downstream as fast as it can go, and it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Steph says, "Oh my God, I've been plummeted with those comfort ads for those hoodies. I broke down and went to get the pink, and they were all sold out." Okay, so I've been getting those ads too, which is why I'm like, "Oh, I want that stupid comfort hoodie because I cannot." And I'm not even on TikTok. You know, it's not TikTok that's doing it to me. I have the pink hoodie in XL. I do like them, but it's just expensive, and the XL is okay, but the XXL is too big. Oh, so Jennifer's a hoodie connoisseur, guys. A connoisseur. She knows her hoodies. If she's saying it's not really worth it, it's not worth it. Because my sister will spend $200 on a sweatshirt. She will. So if she's saying that the comfort hoodies, which are cheaper than $200, aren't that good, they're not that good. Julia, I saw more videos today about the shackles. I'm telling you about the other day. They're washing up in Spain mostly. I saw them in my eyes, so it's true. Whoa. Um, hey, go away, scam likely. Hmm, hmm, Okay. Hmm. So, Jenny, I don't know if you saw my bag. I'm going to show it off again because I love it so much. This is well, actually, no, you didn't see it because it was on a members live. So this came in the mail. I'm paying payments on this, y'all. Um, it is Pass Holders Collection. It's a mini Barlow. This thing is freaking so cute. I don't know what the shackles are. I don't follow news, especially sad news. But Jolie is up on all of the things. So if you follow the news, Craig and Jolie are the people to talk to. I like the pink trim, says Jen. Mm. Yeah, Jolie saw it on the replay. Yeah, Jen didn't see it because Jen's not a member. That's okay. Pixie's about immigrations being, oh, yeah, immigrants. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't tell me. Don't tell me it's sad. Scary. As I said, as the world is imploding, I buy more stuff I can't afford because I'm like, well, if we're all going to just implode, you might as well just buy the bag. And unfortunately, I've said that one too many times. Jack, show me my. Okay, so Jenny ordered a bag. It's not here yet. She ordered it from Poshmark. This is huge, by the way. My twin is not a .com buyer, but she has become one because of the Queen of Sparkle. Chasing down the Queen of Sparkle has become her full-time thing. So she's trying to find that boutique brand. Um, so it's really hard. Oh man, that sold. I wanted that. No, 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 Jackie, no. Oh, Jenny, by the way, that Mickey Mouse t-shirt that you sent me and said you would buy it for me if you could at 2 a.m. in the morning. I said $15 offer and they took it. So yeah, I bought it. Let me see. I need to find it because it's already sold. It's going to be in my likes. And there we go. So this is the one Jennifer bought. She got it for $51, which is a really good price. Look how cool this bag is. This is a Kate Spade canvas cherries motif with sequins. Sequins. This is very cool. Jen says I need to break up with Poshmark. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I do too. So if you look closely when they zoomed in, look how beautiful the embroidery on this. It's like a silk screen and then they embroidered embellishments on it. This is beautiful. I'm drawing like those LB cherry bags with a cherry every 2 inches. It looks like a computer generated it. Yeah, a computer did generate it. Look up. I wanted to buy this, but I knew if I bought this, Jenny would just take it. So I'm very, 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 very happy Jenny bought this. I'm so happy she bought this. Um, Jennifer has a thing for fruit. I don't get it. Well, actually, I kind of do. Because growing up in Asia, we ate a lot of fruit. It is a thing. Fruit is the gift you have on hand whenever you go visit people. So we ate a lot of fruit growing up. It is the sweet of choice. It's not chocolate. I mean, now it is, but in the 80s, it was still old school. Like people had chocolate, but that was like the wealthy snack. You know, you really, if you lived locally, you're eating Thai snacks, and Thai snacks, there's no cacao leaves or trees with cacao pods out there, you know, so this is their snacks of choice for local seasonal fruit. And that Southeast Asia is has the best fruits, and it was just so awesome. Um, I also like vegetables, and you don't. Yes, that's true. I'm not gonna lie, that's true. James would agree with you. I like to deny it. I like to say I like vegetables, but honestly, I'm a carb junkie. I like bread. Don't do that again, Craig. Well, girl, I ain't doing it on purpose. Craig, oh no, no good. Feel better soon. Oh, because he fell. Yeah, break something. Don't break nothing. Yeah. Thank you, Pixie. Also, it's on CBS News now. We really just flew over the ocean and whoa. Well, that's tragic. Hmm. I don't know how to respond to that. I just bought a bag. The world is imploding. People do horrible things to people. You know, buy the shoes, get the bag, hug your kids. Germany is still about the beer, and I was young when I lived there, so went for the candy. Yes, yes, candy. So yeah, so the thing in Thailand was we had um lots of fruit growing up. It is still my mother's favorite desserts. She might eat ice cream. She still does fruits. I'm returning. Wait, you're returning 2 bags? Which 2 bags? Okay, wait. Winnie, you're returning the rogue bag, right? The rogue bag, the rogue cube. But what's the other? Oh, and oh, are you returning the large Western tabby, the big one that just came out? Sorry, wasn't going to tell, but it's going to be commonly known soon. Yeah, Winnie the Cube. Says Pixie. Today I saw a photo of the whole street of motorcrafts full of lechis from Vietnam. It looks, oh, they're so good. They're so good. Lechis are so good. The cube and the tabby. I thought so. Winnie, I thought so. Because when I saw Autumn's review of that cube, I'm like, oh no, Winnie's going to return that cube. As soon as I saw how it kind of was, when you have it all the way open, how it kind of twists a little bit. And that tabby, it just, you had the 2 other ones and you didn't like them. I didn't think a bigger one was going to make that much of a difference. I would be I'd be my luck that I said to hell with it and went and purchased everything my heart dreamed, and because the world was ending and then it wouldn't end, I would just that's where I'm at, Steph. I mean, I've done the world's ending since the COVID pandemic. So it's been 5 years. The world hasn't ended, but I'm still acting like it is. Dude, it's $1,400. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Return those things. Um, had a feeling when the excitement just wasn't there. Yeah, it didn't come across. That rogue cube, I'm like, that's not a Winnie bag. Um, so true, Steph. I don't love it. No, you don't love it. It didn't look like you loved it. It looked like you liked it. But like does not mean keep. Um, oh gosh, I'm looking on the Free People website. The Free People website, why is that their stuff's so pricey? You weren't excited, Winnie, says Morella. And the tabby is heavy. Correct. I don't carry. Yeah, you didn't carry the small ones. Don't keep that big one. Although I think that big one's beautiful. I do. But it does look heavy. And again, it looks like a work bag. I'm not going to lie. That bag looks like a put your laptop in it bag. Um, it looks like it's just a fancy messenger bag. Nope. Then a troll said I'm poor. Oh my gosh. Well, that troll was wrong. That troll was ridiculous. I feel like I would like the cube if it was literally a hard structure cube, like like a trunk. That would be actually kind of neat. But they did have a hard trunk tabby that didn't do well. I like that tabby though. Screw the trolls. I personally love it for me, says Morella. Yeah, it just depends. Like again, you never know if you like a bag till you have the bag. You have to hold it and touch it. That's why today when I sold bags off, I felt bad for doing it because I spent money on these things, but I used them 1 or 2 times and I knew they weren't going to work for me. I didn't know that till I used them, and once I used them, I can't return them. They're now used. I don't sell things. I don't take things around town to see if I like it or not. I bought it. I took off the tags. I used it. I kept it around my house for a couple years. finally decided I'm never going to use this again because I don't like it. I have too many other bags to keep all these bags, so I sold them for pennies. Mhm. Great, Pixie. I might love the cube in a different leather. I love that leather, but I am shocked that they did that leather in a, a Rogue because that is not part of the Rogue family. I would make sense if they use a pebble or if they use the regular smooth, but for them to use a glazed leather like that in a Rogue family, it's just an outlier. It's like, did you want to make the redhead stepchild? Um, Marilla says I wouldn't buy it in a different leather shapes. The cube is beautiful, but it's not screaming to me add to cart and check out. Shy says it's the worst. It's the worst when you see one love it so much and then so excited you get it and then um yeah, then you hate it. Yes, that's the worst, Shy. That has happened to me so many times. Like you covet it, you want it, you love it, you get it, and then you're like, okay, what's wrong with me? I've been wanting this back for so long. I finally get it, and I don't love it. Julie, yeah, I saw Spanish news. Julie, the images were horrible. Oh, it's glaze that makes it stand out though. I like the glazed leather. I actually like the Juliet. There's a new Juliet coming out that's really pretty. The Juliet Sling, I think it's called. Nora says I bought the Cube Rogue because I have one model of almost every kind of 17, 20, 25. Do you have the 12? Did you ever buy the 12, Nora? I don't love the shiny calfskin leather though. It does seem like a good work bag. Yeah. I like the glazed leather. I have a couple bags from Coach and glazed leather. I like it. Jolie says we're all for you. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm happy to get a paycheck. If I don't get a paycheck, I go bankrupt immediately. End of the world happens, take my house, take my things. Don't got nothing. Zombie apocalypse, first one gone. I cannot survive without modern medication, and that's the first breakdown in the system, right? So it doesn't work. Send them back. Money is money. Yeah, send it back. We have a return policy for a reason. Poor as hell, damn it. Uh, mm, Nora does have the 12. Okay, you do have them all. That's so cool. I bought the bag I said I'd never buy again. Wait, you bought the bag you said you never buy. What did you do, Jolie? Did you buy another Louis Vuitton? Nora says, I took it to a concert and the security guard said, oh, that's cute. Made my day. Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, that's so cute. Um, yeah, no, well, for those who just walked into the building, Winnie, do you remember how much this bag was? Because I know you bought a couple of these. I know you didn't get the denim version, but I know you bought like the expensive leather versions. Do you remember? I'm still pissed at them, says Jolie. How much this was new? I like the glazed leather. It looks similar to the Dior DeJourney bag in crinkled calfskin and I just bought. Nice. Okay, yeah, it was like 395, something in there, 390, 400, between 4 and 5, right? I got this for $200 today. And yes, I sold 7 bags. They gave me $100 for the 7 bags I sold, and then I bought this for 200, so I put 100 down, spent more money, but I felt very targeted. You know how I feel about the tote bag? I don't really like that it says the tote bag, but at least this is embroidered. So, and the denim, what really sold me on this bag when I saw this, guys, is this. It's not. It's woven within the design is woven in the fabric. It is woven this way. It is not a silk screen. It is woven into this. It is very amazing how this is done. Like I couldn't believe it. I kept looking. I'm like, is this woven or is this silk screen? Is this silk screen or is this woven? I can't. I still am debating, but it's done so well that it looks like, feels like I would bet money on that this is woven design, more like a jacquard versus a denim with a silk screen. Yeah, that bag keeper fun and well made. Yes, this one. You know how I feel about denim. And I couldn't afford this when this came out. And I've watched every Judy Garland movie ever. My favorite, of course, Meet Me in St. Louis. I don't like musicals so much now as an adult because I love Broadway. Felt 325. Yay! So 200's pretty good. You know, I couldn't afford it for 325 when it came out. Because Winnie got the really nice, expensive, fancy ones, the leather ones, and they're like, $550, $600. Very pretty. You got a bargain. I think so too. And I knew that when I walked in there, I think I sold bags. I got $100. I'm ahead. I'm ahead. And then I walk right into the store. I look at the bag and I'm like, I'm now behind again. And I'm pretty sure the bags I have picked out and sold this last time are it for a long time. Now I'm going to sit with my collection and see how I feel about what I have. Like, I really got rid of the ones that were, I know I'm not going to use them again, even if I love them because of the shoulder straps or whatever. I have 3 and Marc Jacobs totes, not including the micro, and I'm not a tote person. And it's because of the Marc Jacobs, the tote bag, I can't buy the Coach cargo tote. And I like the Coach cargo tote, but I'm just like, it's just like the tote bag from Marc Jacobs. It's just says Coach on it. But I like the fact that on the Coach cargo tote, they embroidered it. And I'm still salty that they discontinued the field tote, which I love from Coach, and they don't make anymore, or the Dempsey, which I loved, and they don't make anymore. Everybody has asked me to sell it at a loss or oh yeah, because nobody wants it for full price. I love the micro Marc Jacobs list. Yeah, let Landia says truly that's such a nice bag, especially that's subtle with having the big images. Yep, it's sitting. I'm sitting for a while because I just bought around 10 bags. That's what happened to me, Jolie, is I realized I bought so many bags that I said, look, I can't keep doing this. So I just went through my house, wholesaled, went through 2 bins, 3 shelves, actually 4 bins and 3 shelves, and took out all the bags that did not fit on my shoulder. I only put 2 items back. Coach cargo tote. I have a Coach cargo tote. I like the first one. The first cargo tote that came out, that was the long shoulder one, which they don't make anymore. I love that one. And then they stopped making that one. Jack gave me a D&B tote, and now I want 10 of them. You can't have 10 of them. Just come over to my house and rotate them out. I already have 10 of them. You can just come over here and change out your totes, but you have to turn one in to take one out, ma'am. You and your hoarding. People are still trying to sell them for $1,000. No, 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 no. Those, I don't know who's buying those for $1,000. Maybe the Sprouse collection, the collab, the green and brown. Beautiful. I want that one. I have the denim cargo tote. Yeah, because the cargo tote is pretty good. If it wasn't because I have still a huge love affair for the field tote, which they discontinued, I'd have a cargo tote too. They're just sitting there anyway. Yep. Good job. Oh, you might have already spent your returns preemptively. I do that all the time, girl. Winnie, I mean, yeah, there's always another bag coming out. Just saw that someone sold the Wicked Witch for 1,000 on Posh. That's a cool bag. That seriously is a cool bag. I think the Wicked Witch, isn't that the one that James Jam has? I'm melting. That's one of the best scenes in cinema history. What was so impactful about the Wizard of Oz, if I can remember my lore correctly, that movie was one of the very first films with. That can't be right. It can't be one of the first films with Technicolor. Let me look this up. That's gotta be wrong. It's younger than that. It's not that old. Oh my god. Maybe I am. Oh my god, that can't. Oh man, I feel old. Now I feel old. I remember my father talking about why that movie was such an amazing movie because it went from black and white in the opening and then it changes into color. But I'm not going down this rabbit hole. I don't pretend to have movie lore knowledge. I'm just gonna move on. It was I I gave it to her for Christmas. Yeah, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that bag will live forever in her collection. James Jam is a huge Wizard of Oz collector, and so is, I think, Meredith. Meredith, I did not watch her vlog sale. I couldn't, because I have a hard time watching other people. Yeah, 1936, Jolie, that's right. It was 1936. I looked it up. I'm like, man, I feel old now. My dad was born in 1938. My aunt was born in 1929, and yeah, I watched it synced up to the wall. It was very cool. Yeah. Hi everyone. Hey Jeanette. My daughter is too. She has tons of stuff from the movie. Yeah, 1936. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I do remember it was that first time it went from black and white into Technicolor, and it was a huge deal, huge movie. Um and it was just, I loved the movie. We watched it all the time with kiddos. Bags that I wanted were sold before the sale. My bad. It didn't contact her. Oh, well, the one you only wanted was that um well, the one I knew you wanted would have been the white damier azure. Hi, Wednesday. Nope. She's like, not coming in. Don't care. James, what is that on the floor? This? Yeah. Okay. As long as it's not something that could damage somebody's insides. Did you do your check test? Negative. Negative! What? Yeah, just a test. It doesn't matter where you throw it away. Um, his rapid test came back negative. He's still positive because, well, not really. He's not well, but at least it's less likely for me to get it. So hopefully we can share a bed again and the puppies, so he can sleep not in a tiny little bed. Um, let me go back up. Um, it was 85 last year. Wow. The green paint on the witch made her quite ill, and it was such a good performance. And the silver paint was really bad. He got like poisoning. They actually used like metal shavings and stuff. It was not good. The one you do use the origami pouch, I was thinking about last year was a milestone. Katie says, I thought about buying a few new pieces from Meredith's sale, but I didn't see anything. Plus, she has she'll have no. Oh, that man, her stuff sells without even trying. Um, yeah, for the negative. Yay for the negative fist. Yes, I used the card holder one. Hi everyone. Hello, Social Bianca. Hi. I went to San Antonio today. Went down there because I went to Clothes Mentor to sell some stuff, and I picked up a bag. Um, Congratulations, James. I think they're sold. Oh yeah, that lady. I mean, her stuff is, she sells them for a fair price, and they're Meredith bags. People want them because they're her bags. Katie, you can buy from mine. Various prices. Oh yeah, she prices them very fairly. Did you? Nice. Yes, this is the one I bought. I went and bought this. This one I got at the Clothes Mentor on out by North Star off Rector, but the Clothes Mentor I sell at is the one that's in Selma. So I went down there. Man, the rain, the traffic, the roads. Oh my gosh, I should have stayed home. And then when I came home, the sky cleared up and it looked gorgeous. I'm like, you know what? And I was on a pain today. Rain does not do good with my bones. My bones do not like rain. Um, the AUD pricing is great, yeah, but the shipping, oh my gosh. Meredith, if you watch Living Luxury with Meredith, or Meredith, I can't remember. Meredith Living, whoever knows her name of her channel, list it. She's Australian and she has a really good collection, high-end collection, and she had a huge vlog sale today. Shy, isn't it crazy how many horrible things went on behind the scenes on the movie and got so, oh yeah, that the Wizard of Oz, I mean, it was amazing, and for, you can't recreate that. And they've tried. They've tried. Nothing is gonna beat the original, in my opinion. Some things can try, but I don't think they can. And Dorothy, Judy Garland, she was only 26 in that film, and they were not, they didn't like her, so they wanted her to be younger. Like, I was like, "Really? Really?" Jen says, "Jack was so grumpy, I made her yeah, Jennifer did cook me curry, I didn't come over and eat it." I might be driving down tomorrow, um, to go have some and hang out with you, 'cause, honestly, I forgot it was Friday, it was late in the afternoon, and I knew I had to come back and do a live, and I'm like, and if I had gone to Jen's house, I would have not left. I would have just stayed out. She has cats, and they were being playful. I was obsessed with that movie as a child until now, still am. Yeah, I still love The Wizard of Oz, the original, with Judy Garland. I just everything about that, the Munchkins, which is you're not supposed to say, but Munchkins, I don't know. So anyway, I just loved the whole Yellow Brick Road and Toto and the Wicked Witch was really and I was afraid of the monkeys as a kid, guys. I was afraid of the monkeys. And then when the witch is melting, oh my god, best scene in the movie history, in my opinion. The dog was paid more than she was paid. Whoa, that's crazy. I did not know that, Shy. Craig says Jess was only 16 during the filming. Oh, she was only 16. Okay, yeah, only 16. So what, 26? When was that movie then? Was that one later on, Meet Me in St. Louis? I can't remember. They pretty much ended her career when she was like 26 or something because they said she was too old. Hollywood's stupid. Me too. The monkeys were scary. Monkeys were scary. She was being abused by her handlers. She was so beautiful. Oh no. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, old Hollywood, nothing but horror stories. Winnie, yes, and her mother was a absolute worst. Yep, Judy's mom, uppers and downers. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Stories of old Hollywood. It's like whoa, and this is the stuff they're talking about. Like, what's the stuff people didn't talk about? I don't want to know. Hey, Saya. Got off from um Uh, so Saya, how was your first holiday at the new fancy mall? He's in a new location and it's a very fancy place. So apparently it's been very busy. Aloha. Yes, the Munchkins were doing things. Oh, really? I had no idea, Shy. Yep. And steady stream of nicotine. Wow. Washed. Oh, everybody smoked back then. Um, It was like people smoked on set, we smoked on planes, we smoked in office buildings. But I felt so targeted. I'm like, my childhood. And it's like, but then I had to admit, I'm no different than that dude who buys a Corvette. I'm that girl that buys Disney handbags. Under the rain. Yeah, it was a good song. Um, I like probably one of my I loved Shirley Temple movies. I loved Judy Garland movies. I loved a lot of the black and white movies. I loved all the Bob Hope pirate movies. I thought they were hilarious. Now I'm not sure how I'd feel about it. I even loved the crazy sci-fi, um, the really bad B movies way back in the day. Oh, by the way, this weekend, Jurassic Park just came out with another movie. I can't remember what it's called. Jurassic something. Doesn't feel it was busy with people who knew what they wanted. Bags all day. Yes, that's awesome, Saya. Who was it they caught that hung? I don't have no idea. Hey Jennifer, hello. Craig says, "Did y'all see the Johnson and Johnson stock spike today with new?" Oh, I cannot believe Diddy didn't. I don't know how he got tried and convicted on transporting I think it was the Mann Act, whatever, transporting two people for acts of prostitution, essentially. But then the racketeering, he didn't get the racketeering charge. I'm like, Make this make sense. How are you transporting people how is it transporting of people for this act not the same as the racketeering where you had to have people set up the environments and have a whole network of things happen to make these things happen, to have these events, to have these things happen. I'm just like, okay, I know not. I don't understand. Moving on. It was I still don't get it. Um the new movie is okay, not great. Um, they made up the oh, they made that up. Okay, Bianca. So I watched the Nick and Night growing up when I was an holiday TV show. Wait, I cried when I found out they weren't current shows, but older shows. Yes. Oh my gosh, Nick and Night were the best. I loved watching Green Acres, and I watched all those crazy shows from way back. R. Kelly got the racketeering conviction. Um, yeah, but did Buddy Espen almost die from severe allergic reaction? Yeah, the silver paint dude. Yeah, that's the one. Most Mexican actors earn 50 per week during filming. Toto earned 125 a week. Wow. Yippee, all the shows. Yeah, I loved all the Nick at Night, Green Acres, and what was the one with Mr. Ed and Bewitched and just all the weird my dad only let us watch Turner Movie Classics and the Family Channel, Disney Channel. That's really all we were really allowed to watch growing up. He was very strict. Mainly, he didn't want to have to monitor what we were watching. So if we stuck to those channels, he knew they were pretty safe. And plus, this is way back when. I mean, it's not like today where we have TV on demand. We know everything that's coming up. You just turned on the TV and what was playing. It was just the way it was. The one witch got burns wow. Um, the whole lot went down on the set of Poltergeist. Oh yeah, terrible things. Wow. Movie lore. Dang, I remember watching the Ed with my pawpaw. Yeah, right? And Mr. Ed. And you know what they did? They put peanut butter in his gums so he would move his lips so he could, talk. I love that show. Her green skin was created using copper-based makeup, specifically a toxic compound called copper oxide. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Jeanette, I watched The Wizard of Oz, but I was a little oh yeah, Wizard of Oz is great. I watched some YouTube videos about Poltergeist. Craig says I just read that the actor who played the Scarecrow did actually die later in life, but it was a consequence of wearing asbestos during filming. Oh, well, he was wearing asbestos? Whoa. Katie, the little girl in Poltergeist, lived in San Diego and was big news when she died. Wow. Landia says the witch got copper poisoning, but also a mist. Oh, something blast on her face. Oh, ooh. Because there is the fire effects, right? In those movies. I did remember, I always liked the prop that they used for the broom. Really cool broom. I literally used a chemical to make dresses and hats greenback, which literally plays into. Oh wow! Oh, whew, that's scary stuff. Shorts on YouTube pop up all the time with facts. Actually, today one popped up about the movie. Hmm. In the scene where the witch just disappears in a puff of red smoke from Munchkinland, a trapdoor failed to open in time. She suffered second-degree burns on her face and third-degree burns on her hands. Whoa. Jolie says, yes, arsenic. Whoa. Yeah. Harrowing. Harrowing. And, that's a lot. Katie is so sad about her. She was going to be a big star. Poltergeist is one of my top 5 faves. Wait a minute. Did she die as a child? I don't know the lore of Poltergeist. I don't really watch scary movies, and that one was pretty scary. So I never really watched that one. I still have nightmares over it. The first It, not the new remakes, the first one. Um, oh, she did. Wow. Well, spooky season is coming upon us again. A bunch of horror films will be coming out. Apparently, there was one in the movies now. Um, I think it's called Megan or something about a doll. I don't know. It was based on. Oh my gosh, Poltergeist. Well, okay. Poltergeist, I understand, can be based on a true story. That makes sense. Weird things happen. Things go bump in the night, which just makes it scarier. Does it change the way you see the movie once you hear crazy facts about them? Yes, it does for me, especially Willy Wonka. Heather O'Rourke died when she was 12. She was also in Happy Day. Oh, wow. She's older sister. Oh, the older sister tragically murdered? Whoa. Heather O'Rourke. She had an illness, says Dawn. Hi, Dawn. The home store is full of Halloween. Literally have so I haven't I bought a Halloween item already, but they haven't quite filtered into our stores yet. I love Halloween merch. Night have all weekend, it's med stuff. Yep, med times. I'm actually, guys, been talking for an hour and 40 minutes. So I don't want to leave because more people keep popping in that haven't been here. So I want to say hi. But Dawn, let me show you before we end the night. I got this bag today. This is the tote bag. Obviously, it tells you what it is. This is why we're talking about the Wizard of Oz, because I had to get this bag. And I haven't shown James yet. I did tell him. Yeah. Uh, by the way, the Halloween. Yep. So Saya says the scariest movie I've ever seen is Brokeback Mountain. Saya! Saya! Can't type a lot, don't want to be rude. Yeah, Dawn, hey, Carter took your box. I have no clue what we got. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, that's funny. I can't quit you. Dude, okay. That's what we're ending tonight on, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you. Have a happy 4th of July, Independence Day. We're no longer a part of a colony. Yay. You know, been around for a minute. Just turning off the lights. Oh, look at that. No lights. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday with Jolie when we go live at 6:30. Bye.